Welcome. Thank you for tuning in today. This is Patty Miller. It's nice to see you, and I'm here with friends from AAUW, Barb Wojak and Gretchen Wright, who are here to visit about AAUW, but most importantly, the upcoming AAUW book sale, which has been going on for years and years and years and is a community highlight. So welcome. Great that you could be here today. And Barb, you're the chairperson. So why don't you tell us a little history and background and anything else that you want to say before we get to Gretchen?
Well, we have done this for 51 years.
Wow.
And it is amazing how many books come in and how many customers come every year. And it's delightful to take posters around town and people will grab it and say, oh, the book sale, and when is it going to happen, and so forth. So it's really a wonderful experience to be the chair.
It truly is, and you know, it just brings so many people together. Now, Gretchen, you're rather new to AAUW.
I am.
So tell us your experience.
Well, I'm a book lover, so being able to participate in this is always just a thrill. And I have an adult special needs daughter who has volunteered too. Mm-hmm. She's a book lover as well. So it was a way for both of us to become active in the community with something that we enjoy.
And it's so true. I liken it almost to a street dance, except it doesn't have food trucks and alcohol and that kind of thing. But you get just the most eclectic, different ages, different backgrounds, but everybody shares that they love books. Mm-hmm. And it's just not only a bargain, but it's just so fun to see people.
Now, people of all ages, from little kids buying their very own kids' books to, right on up from there. It's amazing who all comes.
It really, truly is. It's just, and you have people that come over and over and over again.
And from all over the country. Mm-hmm. We have people from all around northern Minnesota, the Twin Cities, Wisconsin. Last year we had a woman that came from somewhere in the Carolinas. So they're from everywhere.
In fact, just last week I got a text from two friends that live in Minneapolis, and they said, Patty, would you please invite us for the weekend of the book sale? We really want to come. And so today they said, we'll call you tonight to get the specifics. And
good.
So it really, 51 years, and no matter, you only have to go once to want to go over and over mm-hmm. again.
And some people come every day of the sale because the prices go down. It starts with $1, and on Saturday it's 50 cents, and then a bag for $2. So they come every day.
So why don't you give us just some of the real hardcore specifics about what we're looking at to put on our calendars?
Yes, I want to be sure I have this. Well, we have 80,000 books.
Wow.
So
how do you count those?
We figured out from past years when we were at the mall and it was very small, we had 55,000. So each year we've had, and this year we're going to have about double the amount of books we had last year.
Okay, so for everybody who hasn't gone since it was in February at the mall, it has now moved to the Armory in Hibbing, where, wow, you can get your wheelchair between the aisles.
Yes.
You can get your walker between the aisles.
Your wagon.
Yes, because people bring.
Yeah, like suitcases along. Mm-hmm. It's very bright in there, very light. We can arrange the tables to accommodate all those books. So I'm thinking this year, not only will there be books on top of the tables, there's probably going to be books under the table for part of the time because we have so many. And we really like to keep our expenses the same. So the first day it's $1. The first day would be Friday, May 5th, 9:30 to 8 p.m. And it'll be $1 per book, except for coffee table books, and bestsellers on both Friday and Saturday are $2. And then on Saturday, May 5th, 9:30 to 5, and that's 50 cents. And so Sunday, May 7th, 9:30 to 2, You get a whole bag for just $2.
You know what I love is that you have it starting at 9:30 every day, so people don't get confused, because the years I have worked, people come and stand in line to get in, and then they're confused because maybe one day it was, so 9:30 is a really good choice to have it start every day at 9:30.
And on Friday we have students come from the neighboring school district schools, and they come usually starting at about 11. And so that's really quite exciting to watch them come in, get their books, go out with their teacher, and then sometimes the teacher will give me a FaceTime, a picture of them, what they're doing in their classroom. They're all sitting around reading. So it's just a lot of very good memories. And the money that we raise goes to scholarships for area school students, high school students, and for the Minnesota North College, and for fellowships for our national AAUW. And we also do contribute to the community. We do have donations to the community.
I know you work very, very hard to put this on, and you only have a few days to organize it. But wow, I just really pat you on the back. It's almost like going to the Barnes and Nobles or something, because you've got such good signage.
Well, we should also mention that we get a lot of help. We have the Hibbing Key Club helps, the Hibbing Youth in Action, Nashua Keewatin Honor Society, students from Victory Christian Academy, Boy Scouts from Troop 1, and then of course members who work every day for the week prior, sorting those books into genres and different subject areas,
And running around from here to there to get them to the right places.
Yep.
It's great that so many organizations help with this, but when you think of 80,000 books and you only have how many days to get it ready?
6.
Yeah.
6 that they sort. We do have some sorting finished in the summer, and that helps a lot when those boxes come in and they're already completed.
And that's thanks to you, because I know you do a lot in your garage.
In my garage. In my garage. So we had 400 boxes all sorted. And so the joy of that is you just take that right to the right table and you're done. So, and then kids can come and straighten those up even. So that's wonderful.
And you know, as far as the evolution of the book sale, I really think it is such a class act. I mean, I remember when people would give garbage and it would be out there and it would be moldy smelling or whatever, and now you don't take it, or if you get it, what do you do with it?
It goes out the door because we can't be around it. And I do remember once there was a box of really nice children's books, and we picked out a couple that were really moldy, and we wanted to save the rest. This is when we were out at the mall, so, and we put them out. What it did is you could smell it coming down the hall, and it made the whole place. So now if there's any water damage, any mold, the whole box goes out. We learned the hard way.
Yeah.
And see, that was my vintage when I would help a lot, and then all of a sudden I just, in my mind and probably truly, just feel like I'm around mold for a second and I just get sick. But so I think I really compliment you. You've done a wonderful job.
The books are really in good condition. They're beautiful books for the most part. And we wear gloves. It's a joy to open them because you never know what's going to be in them.
Exactly. Exactly.
And there have been a year where one thing that happened this year, I was sorting a box and it had all this like white powder in there.
Ooh,
And
so you're thinking of anthrax?
Yeah.
It's thraxin.
Actually, I was a little nervous, but I really wanted the books. So I kept working and working, and then on the bottom, the person had left a note saying baking soda. Because
odor.
apparently she thought that the baking soda would keep the books fresh or something. And so it was not deadly.
And you know, that's a really good idea, because a lot of people put them in the boxes and then they have to wait, because I know this year you're already unable to take books.
Right. the good news is we have so many books. You can actually envy us for getting so many books so quickly, because we only opened up the armory for probably about 10 days now, and we cannot take any more. We don't have the space for it. We don't have the workers for it. And so we really hope we don't inconvenience people because of that. But it has been closed down, that no more books can go to the armory this year. And then, but we will start again in June. So my phone number is 218-340-2639. So you can call and you can bring them in June.
Wonderful. Maybe we'll be able to get that on the bottom of this screen. That
good.
as of June, you can call Barb, and you're great about giving up your garage for the book sale, and people can drop off in June. But as of now, sadly, no more books.
No.
Yeah, I've been there when people on the day of come with books and say, "Oh, here." Yeah, I mean, you have all kinds of stories to tell. I know you do. So many people, AAUW does so many good things with the money and that kind of thing, but it's also a real draw to membership. Some people seem to join just so that they can work at the book sale.
Oh, absolutely. It is a real draw. They certainly believe in our mission of equality for women. They certainly believe in that and all the things that AAUW can do. But they really do want to work at the book sale. So we just had 3 new members, and we have a 4th one maybe joining.
Because they want to work at the book sale. Isn't that something? It's volunteer, but you have to pay dues, and so I'm willing to pay the dues so I can work at the book sale.
Right. It's just such a sense of accomplishment. It is. The first few days are just so overwhelming. There are books, too high on half the tables. Everywhere are books, and we know we've got 2 rooms full of books to go besides. But after every shift, there you see this little space that's emptied out.
Yeah.
And then by the end of that day, you can see it, which is amazing. Personally, I used to always sign up way later so that I didn't have to deal with all that. But I'm getting payback now.
Oh,
But the members just dig in and work back there and have to follow a lot of rules. They have to know we're always looking for bestsellers because we make $2 on them. But they have to know that they're not just all novels, because they might say that on them. It might be a mystery. It might be biography. It might be something else. So they really have to look carefully when they sort.
yes. It's Gretchen, what else do you have to?
Well, I just had a note that when you come into the book sale, it's a little overwhelming because it's a huge room. There are all these tables and usually a lot of people. So we do have maps, floor maps. So if you're
Great.
coming in and looking for a specific subject, you want to look at history or current novels or romance novels, it'll say right on the map where you need to look. So we have a lot of different subject areas: mystery, crime fiction, cookbooks, history, romance, gardening, politics, westerns, children's books, sci-fi, psychology. I mean, there's just a little bit of everything. But it's all clearly marked.
It's your markage is wonderful, and so having a map is a really great idea. And then people can drop it off when they leave, so that you
Right.
can reuse them. And now, not that we're totally past COVID, but it's really great that this year you don't have to battle with the masks or anything like
Of
that.
course, people can wear masks if they feel like it.
Very much
Mask
so.
optional event.
Right. That,
And we have some surprises that we sell too.
such as
Well,
surprises. Can you tell us if it's a surprise? Gee.
what do you know? There are games and puzzles,
Okay.
learning materials. A lot of teachers come because they like to look at all this stuff. We have usually a huge selection of Bibles, DVDs, vinyl, LPs, which are
Whoa, which are valuable.
pretty cool now, audiobooks, CDs, and older books. Like antique books. I don't really say antique,
Bestsellers
but
or, oh,
no, I mean old books
yeah.
from the 30s, 40s,
yes.
and earlier.
We have, this is the first year that we have such valuable books. They've been researched by Jan Carey this summer. Some of them are from 1935. Beautiful condition, most of them, and they will have special prices. They will have special prices, and then inside the book it'll show you what you can do if you want to sell them online, and then it'll show what we're charging, which is much less than what it would cost online. So those are going to be, that's going to be a first for us to have such valuable books and so many of them. And the other thing we have this year are brand new do-it-yourself books. I have several boxes of those. And that's always a real popular item, but a lot of the times our do-it-yourself books are very, very old. And then, you get into code problems and things like that. So these are new.
great.
That'll be good.
And then you have music.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Audiobooks.
it's a great place to Christmas shop too, because you know what? Most people are really gentle with their books, unless maybe, most people are very gentle with their books. And so you can get a book that looks like no one has ever read it. Okay. Well, now I want to ask about banned books. What, Dr. Seuss, I still love him, but the controversy that they weren't going to be doing Dr. Seuss anymore or anything. Do you ban any books?
No.
That's censored.
Censored. No, that's not our place. So we put them out there, and if anything was something that was more for adults, we would be sure that it goes into psychology or health or something like that, so that it wouldn't be near the children's books.
Wonderful, because that's just kind of a sad theme of the times. Well, I see you brought some books here just to show what bestsellers you have, and also just what great shape the books are that come in. I'm very impressed with the quality of the books.
So that would be a biography.
Still stiff-spined.
Yes.
Here's another one.
And these William Kent Kruger, sometimes we get very few of those, but this year we've got a nice assortment of them.
And Mary Higgins Clark, we usually have a good selection of these.
And that's one of her newer ones.
And then you have people that come just because they want Zane Grey. Or, there's some authors that people wait all year to come, and they run to those tables almost, like waiting in line early to get to the...
We have a hard time getting Westerns because people just don't want to give up their collections. But this year we do have a lot. Actually, with this many books, we have a lot of everything. Science fiction, everything. And then I think one of our most favorite areas is mysteries. We always have many mysteries, so we have even 2 tables of mysteries and underneath, and they disappear quickly. And then, of course, romance is another one that is very popular. And we always have, and they're just nice books. And a lot of them are more recent. So I think if you want it, we have it.
Yes, I think so too.
Or something very much like it.
That's better.
And I'm finally a grandma, and so I am really kind of into the children's books, and I received a lot for gifts, which was so wonderful, so that I haven't even shared them with my granddaughter yet, because then when she comes to grandma, she has her own. So I really am impressed with your children's book section. They are really great and in wonderful shape. It says a lot to the people that contribute their books. I mean, I think people that give that quality, you could easily just re-gift that and not think about it. But here to give it to the AAUW book sale, someone who loves to read and who is getting a good deal, $1 for a book or 50 cents for a book or a bag for $2.
And these would be the $2 books over here because they are more recent.
Yeah. Well, now, with 80,000 books, do you sell all 80,000?
You know, last year was after the pandemic, so we had our biggest sale last year, we thought, until this year. And we had less books left over than we've had in years. They just
Great.
bought them.
Great.
And the quality was good. So we did not have very many left at all.
Wonderful. And then what do you do with all the books that are left? Do you pack them up and take them back to your garage?
No, not my garage. We have a storage facility.
Okay.
And so last year we did take them back, but in all of the years, maybe 3 years we've ever had to take them back, because that is just so depressing when we're going to be starting with new books and then we have these older books that didn't sell. So we had just a small amount last year. This year now, because we have so many, we might have more, and we're going to, for the first time, have a snowmobile trailer go to Savers in Duluth.
And take the
all the
leftover
leftovers.
books, and so you're donating them. Wonderful.
So
And they
next year we'll
recycle
start
and-
fresh.
Yeah.
Next year we'll start fresh.
And they sell and they recycle. So it's a good deal. We used to have thrift books come, and someone would come, but they'd have to go all the way back to Chicago with the books. And so that's when we were doing it in the winter. And they said it's just not profitable enough for them anymore.
No. And
Plus,
then
they
in the
said-
winter, this is perfect that you've gone from February to the first week. It used to be the first week in February, and now people can look forward to the first weekend in May.
Not necessarily,
Not necessarily, but
but around there.
around there.
We have to work around the guards, and then when they go on their retreats and Easter and
Yes.
fishing. And so it's not quite as free as we can't just pick.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're close to running out of time, and I want to be sure that people really hear the highlights, because this is not only the social event of the spring, but also such a wonderful way to find great books, great reads, and even get feedback from other people who are avid readers. And I love the conversations I hear. People that don't know each other will say, well, have you ever read this? What do you think
Yes.
about this? And so would you hit the highlights one more time, both of you, as far as what's going on the first weekend in May here in Hibbing?
Okay, the first weekend in May would be Friday, May 5th, and it starts at 9:30, and it'll go till 8 at night. And the books are $1, except for those which are bestsellers, and then these unique, wonderful books that we're going to have that are more expensive. And then Saturday, May 6th, would again be 9:30, but just till 5:30 at night, and the books are 50 cents. And Sunday, May 7th, 9:30 to 2. And then you can fill a bag for $2. And we have so much help. I can't say enough for Super One. Super One donated all of our gloves this year, and we use a lot of gloves. We work 4 shifts a day, so we have a lot of people and a lot of gloves. And they give us bags for our Sunday sale, because everybody needs to have the same size bag. And they're going to be passing out all those little flyers for
In their
customers.
bags? Okay. And Gretchen, do you have anything to add?
Only that come prepared to have a lot of fun, be patient, because there are a lot of people there. Take your time, look around. I'm sure you'll find something you want.
Well, I really appreciate that you're here today, and I thank both of you so much, and all of AAUW. This is just a great, and all the people that you've mentioned that help and want to help.
And our members work so hard, and they work many shifts. A lot of them work many shifts to make this happen.
And this is all volunteer driven. You know,
Yes.
we're not professional anything. So that's where the patience comes in. you
And
know?
so that's why it's so great that you go there and you think, wow, this is like the greatest bookstore I've been in, you know. So I thank you very much and look forward to seeing you on May 5th, 6th, 7th at the Armory in Hibbing. Great parking, because you can even park on the street and in the Lincoln lot when school's not on. And so we look forward to seeing you there, and we thank you very, very much for tuning in today, and look forward to seeing you at the AAUW book sale.